Good morning, all, and happy St. Patrick's Day to all those watching. My reflection today will be taken from Gospel of John, chapter 5, verses 17 to 30. This gospel narrative, Jesus reminds us that he came not to do his will, but the will of the Father who sent him. And in this Gospel of John, we see the high Christology of Jesus. High Christology means Jesus presented himself to his audience or to Jewish leaders of authority as one who came from above, who came from the Father, not to do his will, but to do the will of the Father who sent him. That's why he said, "For the Father lives in me, and I live in the Father." To have seen me is to have seen the Father. He's the perfect revelation of the Father. Because of this reason, it's one of the reasons why the Jewish authority or the leaders wanted to kill him, because he made himself equal to the Father, God the Father. If you pay attention to this gospel narrative, Jesus calls God Father 7 times. He addresses God as Father 7 times. And not anyhow Father, but a compassionate, a merciful, a loving and a caring Father. And I think all our earthly fathers should imitate and follow example of God the Father. Sometimes some of our fathers, they are so busy with their work, some of them are workaholic, that they pay little or no attention or spend little or no time with their families. In as much as you have to work to support and provide for your family, but striking a good balance between your work and also the family life is very important, very essential, especially when you have a young family. Like my father played a very vital role in my life of discerning my priestly vocation. I remember when I was 7 years old, my father talked to me and got me convinced into joining the altar service. My closeness to the altar, admiring priests, helping them, was one of the reasons what inspired me of discerning and thinking that one day I want to be a priest. So some children, they come. I've heard some of them say that they spend little or no time with their fathers because they are so busy with their work. But being a compassionate, caring father, in as much as you have to work, but you also spend time with your family. Loves them unconditionally as God the Father loves us. He just presented him today in our gospel reading. And in addition, as we journey through this Lenten season, may we ask ourselves, meditate and reflect, what is the image of God I carry along with me in my daily life? Do I see God as a loving Father who loves me unconditionally, who is there to support me, as a caring, as a merciful, a compassionate Father? Or do I see God as a judge who is there to judge me, punish me when I make mistake? So it's very important to reflect on this. What is the image of God I carry? This will really help us in our spiritual life, in our spiritual growth. May we always, as Jesus presented God as a loving, compassionate, and merciful God, Father, may we always have this image of God who loves me unconditionally, who loves me in spite of my mistakes, my failures, my imperfections. His love remains with me. He doesn't love me because I'm a holy person. I'm so righteous. No, he loves me because he created me in his own image and likeness. That will help us in our spiritual growth. That will help us to develop a good relationship with God the Father. So may the good Lord give us the grace to always realize that we are God's beloved, that his love remains with us despite our imperfections, our weaknesses, our failures. His love is always there to remain with us so that we can be the good people he created us to be. God bless you and have a blessed St. Patrick's Day. Amen.